Hey traders, Akil Stokes here of TradingPower.com, and welcome to this week's weekend review video. In today's video, I'm going to spend a good amount of time breaking down the Euro Yen and telling you why it's been one of my favorite pairs over the last week or so. I'm also going to spend some time talking about how the market moves and, well, what it means for us as traders. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, gang, so I'm back, and before I get started, pardon my attire. You can see I'm casual today. It's just been a very long day. Actually, my original intention for this video was to talk about and do a lesson on the butterfly pattern, but after a long meeting on taxes, a long meeting with my mentor about some real estate stuff, and then track practice, my mind is just spent. So I'm going to be nice and relaxed. I'm going to take time and talk about what I know best, what comes easiest to me, and that's just breaking down a chart. So that's why I decided to change the topic a little bit for you guys that follow my blog and were anticipating the butterfly post. But anyway, let's take a look at Euro Yen. And Euro Yen's been a very good pair to me this week, and it all starts on the higher time frame. And higher time frame analysis, guys, is very important. Even if you're not a daily chart trader, a weekly chart trader, a swing trader, it's very important to do this higher time frame analysis on a consistent basis, because it gives you an overall view of the market, allows you to feel and really be in the market's OODA loop, know what the market wants to do. And you'll find that even when going down to the lower time frames, that's gonna provide a big help in your analysis. So starting on the Euro Yen daily, obviously we're in an uptrend. You can kind of see that we've been going up for the last few years here, especially in recent times, starting about last November. Now the recent move right here is simply a retracement. Now you'll see if I take a Fibonacci retracement tool from my swing low here to my swing high, let's delete some of this stuff, you're going to see that we're coming right into a 618 Fibonacci retracement. More importantly, if I draw a direct line right on this level, zoom my chart out a little bit, you'll see we're coming right into a previous structure level. Look left, structure leaves clues, right? So I'm looking at this as an outside return. When bouncing off of this level, I'm expecting a retest of structure highs. Well, until the market shows me something or it tells me something otherwise, I'm expecting a move up to retest structure highs. And during this move, what we did was we initially shot up right off this 618. And then if I zoom in my chart a little bit, you can see that we put in a nice simple pattern. And this pattern right here is called a pennant pattern. It's very similar to a flag where the market comes off a flagpole, so a big directional move to the upside or to the downside. In this case, a big directional move to the upside and then a consolidation level. But whereas like a flag where you're consolidating more in a downward channel where the market's going like this, in a pennant pattern, you're consolidating inside a wedge here, or a triangle, whatever you want to call it. Now, it may not look like much on the daily chart, but as we go down to a lower time frame, a 240, and I'm going to switch straight to a 60-minute, it's going to become a lot clearer. As we had the top of our wedge right here, top of our pennant pattern right here, and our lows right there. Now, as I mentioned, these pennant patterns and these flag patterns are areas of consolidation. And what we're expecting off of that, just going back to the daily real quick, what we're expecting off of that is a breakout to the upside. In most cases, when you get this in a bullish trend, we're going to break out to the upside. So I would expect a breakout up to this right below 143 level. Did some analysis earlier in the live room. I think it was about 142.80, somewhere around there. Anyway, to this upside. So going down to our lower time frame, this is how it's going to help. We know that we're in an area of consolidation when it comes to this pennant pattern, and we know that when the market consolidates, well, that's the best time to look for advanced patterns, because inside all of that junk, inside all of that awkward movement, as the market's going up, down, a little bit lower, a little bit higher, that's when we're getting Gartley's, bats, and ciphers, among with other patterns. And you can see just in this formation right here between the start of our flag, which was last Thursday, or the start of our pennant, which was last Thursday, and even the breakout, we got about 4 advanced patterns in here. And we're going to start right here. Let's start drawing them in. First, we had a bat pattern looking at X to A to B, B to C, CD completion, and you can see we rolled over for both an easy target 1 and target 2. We then consolidated a bit. We got a breakout out of this out of the pennant pattern. And as we retrace back down it, as often the case, we'll break out from this trend line, we'll come back down to retest it and then shoot back up. We got 2 advanced patterns down there as well. We got a smaller bat pattern right here. We got an X to A to B, B to C, C to D right there. That came up for a target 1 win. Let me just go ahead and make this a different color so it doesn't confuse you guys too much. There we go, light blue, that works. And again, that came up for a target 1 winner. Right after that, after we came up and retraced to looks like the 382 or the 50%, we rolled right back down into a Gartley pattern completion. Looking at X to A to B, B to C, and a C to D leg that was right down here. Now we had some Euro news in the morning. As you can see, this Gartley pattern was actually a loser as we blew right through. Stops probably would have been somewhere right around this area. So unless you had very, very wide stops, which you probably wouldn't have had, you lost on this pattern. But as we broke down out of this Gartley pattern, we formed one more pattern, and that's going to be one more bat pattern. Looking at swing low to swing high, X to A to B. Again, let's make this a different color. Let's make it green because it was a big winner. X to A to B, B to C, C to D right down here at the 886. So you can see within the matter of a week, I think I mixed this around. It's gonna be close enough. Within the matter of the week, in this little consolidation period and mini breakout period on the Euro Yen, we had 4 advanced patterns complete. And this is important because I've been talking to a lot of traders that have been in drawdowns and are asking, psychologically, how do I handle it? How do I get out of it? And the answer is simple. The only way to get out of a drawdown is to trade through it. You got to trade your way out of it. And that means taking advantage of situations like this, taking advantage of when these patterns form, especially when the market's trending and we're not getting a lot of them. And again, this all came 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 came in a week's time. So if you were the type of trader that just decided to take a week off because you were embarrassed about some losses or you just didn't trust yourself, and you missed 3 profitable opportunities out of 4. And that could be the difference between a negative month and a break-even month, a break-even month and a positive month. That can make all the difference. You got to be consistent with taking these patterns. I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but we did have a 3 drives pattern right here. If we look at our first drive, copy, paste that, 1, 2, 3, coming right into the 140 even handle, and then retracing back down. I also took a double top up here. As soon as we saw the breakout of this flag pattern, or this pennant pattern, keep calling it a flag, gosh. As soon as we saw the breakout of this pennant pattern, what did I expect? Well, same thing like a new structure high. Usually when we see a new structure high, we're going to see a return to that structure level before we shoot back off. So I played that down and took profits, target 1 and target 2 profits ending at this 140 even handle. And it's funny we talk about this, and I titled this week's presentation a powerful tool or something of that sort. So I'll figure it out later. But these even handle, these psychological numbers, 14000, 15000, these are very powerful tools, and they work like support and resistance, guys. And just looking at 3 of these trades involve the same level. Again, one trade right here involved a sell at that 140 even handle. The double top trade down here involved targets ending right at that 140 even handle. And then when we take a look at the lower time frame, the 2 trades we took on Thursday in the live room also both took targets at that 140 even handle. So these psychological numbers, these even handled numbers are very important, especially when looking for targets, especially when looking for stops. You want to get beyond those marks because it's a very psychological number. We'll leave it at that. Now, I mentioned the lower time frames. Let's take a flashback at Thursday in the live trading room and kind of give you a live look at the two trades we took on Euro Yen. But we'll keep an eye on this on Euro Yen. Again, I can't enter this for the live room because this isn't going to be a bad pattern for me. I will look for some type of entry here at an ABCD pattern completion at structure though. So I'm going to see. We'll wait and see if I can get involved in this another way. And you know what? We have put in double top here on the yeah, we technically have put in the double top here on the 5 minutes. A very small looking one. There's a double top right there. Let me see an ATR. See what stops would be looking like. ATR of 9. 140.35. 144 right below that structure level. Bang. Yeah, that's a 1-to-1. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a short here on Euro Yen at market. Aussie maybe on the verge. Akil, are you getting your bias on pure structure? I don't see enough CTS to enter. Could you enlighten? Yeah. We've got, if you're going through your CTS score, here on back on the Euro Yen, we've got minor structure looking left, which is going to be 1 point. We've got RSI, overbought. That's going to be another point. We've got retest of structure, which is going to be another point. We've got RSI divergence, which is going to be another point. We have see if we can make the case for I rarely use higher time frame confirmation. Let's take a look at it anyway. You're probably not going to get much as far as higher time frame confirmation. Overall, higher time frame trade is going to be bullish. You're not going to get higher time frame confirmation. You're not going to get an advanced pattern. I don't believe. Let's see. Make it a 3 drives pattern down here. That's not what I wanted. 1, 2. Short of a 3 drives. So you're not going to get any ABCD confirmation. Are you going to get any Fibonacci confluence here? For our last swing high, not going to get any Fibonacci confluence. So you've got just this. You've got minor, put this in an area you can see it. You've got minor structure, which is 1 point. You've got RSI overbought, which is 2 points. You've got retest of structure, which is 3 points. You've got RSI divergence, which is 4 points. So if you're going through the CTS system, you have a CTS of 4. Do I need to adjust targets here? I do need to adjust targets for Euro Yen. All right, let me do this. Let me get this down to 140.26. Boom. We can ring the register on that. Structure 66.35. Let's go over to cable. Really, there may be another opportunity to short yen as well here. We've got RSI divergence coming up here to our structure level. We get another double top up here. We can take another crack at it. If you're an aggressive trader, you can take a crack at it right now, looking at 140.27. If we get up to 40.34, I'm going to short Euro Yen again. I'm loading this up for a double top on my range bar chart right now, just waiting for these unpredictable range bars to finish at some point. But if we get to 30.34, that's going to be the end of the range bar. We're going to get a new bar. You see our lowest here is at 28, so 28, 29, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 should end our
our 5 range. 34 should give us a new bar if we spike up here. But this is going to be a valid double top and a retest of structure. I'll take another go at this. Again, it's going to be essentially the same trade as before, so very, very low risk. Stops at about same place, 10 pip stops, or 2 ATR stops on here, 140.44. See if we can get another go at it. That'd be fun. We can trade that back to back. All right, I'm short again, euro yen. For that 140.34. Stops again, same place. Really short stops get 140.46. So I'm not risking a lot on this trade at all, about 13 ticks. Help if I did this. And looking to come back down to our same level as before. So we'll see. See if we can get down to 104.03.
Okay guys, as always, I want to appreciate you joining me for this video. The lesson was that you got to seize the opportunity. It's funny I say that. That was the motto of the school I went to in college. But seize the opportunity. You got to take advantage of it when they come. A few things before I leave. As always, hit the like button. Please subscribe and please share this video on every site you can think of, or just one. That would be a big help. But also, for you guys that are watching this that are in Jason's private client group, I'm going to be hosting that session next week. So if there are any topics you want to talk about, or topics that even Jason talked about before and you want to get refreshed on or a different perspective on, shoot me an email. I'm looking for ideas, and I'd much rather do something that you guys want to hear about than just make up a lesson on my own. And actually, even for you guys that are not in the private client group, if there's a trading question you have, if there's something that's been bothering you, shoot me an email. It's akil@tradingpower.com. That's AKIL @tradingpower.com. And well, if Wednesday's session goes really good, maybe I'll record some of it and put it in next week's weekend review video. So I'm done for tonight. My brain is fried. I plan on finishing my juice here. Kicking the feet up, watching the Miami Heat versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is starting right about now, and then Duke, North Carolina, which is always a good game, starting at 9 o'clock. So until next time, guys, plan your trade your plan, and good luck with the rest of your trading.